I want to go over 10 reasons why you should buy one of these. Little classic 350 reborn. Reason number one, it's such a good looking bike. Well, in my eyes it is. Everything's in proportion and it harks back to another era. And I sometimes go off for a breakfast down in a seaside town, and if you park this on the pavement and you're sitting in the cafe eating your breakfast and looking out the window, the amount of people that walk down the street and stop and look and walk round it and point to it and show their wives and all that nonsense. And then when you get about to leave, somebody will come up to you and say, "Oh, I didn't know they still made them." Or, "Well, during the war I was a dispatch right." Oh dear, I'm never going to get away now. You get all of that. Everybody loves it. It's just got that wow factor, I think. So that's reason number one. Second reason, a bit more practical, is the price point. Just over 4,000 quid buys you one of these, and it's you get a hell of a lot of bike for your money. You really do. It's getting a bit closer, getting to my own shadow. We've got this low winter sunshine and it's just shining on everything there. Yeah, 4,000 quid, 3 years unlimited mileage warranty. So you could be a dispatch rider if you wanted to, and you could do 100,000 miles in a year, and you still have 3 years unlimited mileage warranty. It's amazing. I don't know another manufacturer that offers that. So, purchase price. Reason number three, the quality and the finish and fit. Well, people say, "Oh yeah, the finish and fit's not as good as a Triumph." Well, what's that got to do with the price of eggs? It's got nothing to do with it, is it? It's a motorcycle, it's painted. I can't find fault with the paint. Let me have a look. This is filthy, this bike. I've been riding it. I mean, the paintwork is lovely. It's red, it's glossy, there's no thumb marks in it, there's no swirls. You know, the black's covered in dust, so you're going to have to excuse that, but it's just lovely, absolutely lovely, the paintwork. And the fit and finish, well, look at the welds. I don't know if you can see them on this spring hanger. Everything's machine welded nowadays. Let's get right in on stuff. There is no bad welding. There's no bad welding. Everything's machine welded. It's the same as Triumph do. So the paint, the chrome, I have had no problem with the chrome. I've ridden this in all kinds of weathers. It's just you know, I think it's a myth. It's just, oh, if they're cheap, they must be rubbish. Well, no, they're not. They're really not. I can't find fault with this bike at all on the fit and finish. You know, I mean, but look at the price difference between a Triumph and one of these. And I'm not comparing with this with the Triumph. It's a different brand. They don't do anything as small as this. It's a different thing. Handling, agility. Right, this little thing, it handles like it's on rails. It does. I know rails only go in straight lines, but no, yeah, I mean, it really does. You can chuck it into corners and it doesn't get it doesn't get flustered. It doesn't start shaking its head about or anything like that. It just sticks to the road and goes through a bend however fast you really want to go, really. It doesn't get you in a muddle. It's a delight to ride. It really is. And it's got Seat tyres, which came from the factory, which are not my favourite brand, but then again, I've had bad experiences with them on the Interceptor. They're a different compound to the Interceptor, and these really do stick to the road like glue. So yeah, I mean, if I want to wear these out, if I could get another pair of these, I'd get them. But you know, in a heartbeat, I wouldn't hesitate. Yeah, So it does, it's a great handling bike, it really is. And the performance, well, everybody says, oh, 20 horsepower is not enough. Well, what do you want to do with it? What do you want to do? Do you want to do 100 mile an hour everywhere? Well, then you shouldn't be looking at 350s. But if you want a bike that just burbles along, you know, I mean, it'll do 70. It'll do 70. I've done 70 with it loads of times on the dual carriageways. You're not in anybody's way. You'll always get everybody overtaking you at 120, but if you did 150, you'd get somebody come past you at 200, wouldn't you? So, you know, it's just horses for courses. 20 horsepower. Don't forget that the old cast iron 350 bullets were only 18 horsepower. And they made them for what, 80, 90 years? Nobody ever complained about the performance with them, did they? If they did, I mean, they wouldn't keep making them. It's not about the horsepower. 20 horsepower isn't very much, no. Some garden mowers have got more than that. But, that aside, it's the tune. It's a long stroke motor, the bore is smaller than the stroke. And it's got oodles of torque. And that's what you want. You want torque. Horsepower don't mean anything. Not really. It's just a number that people tout about. It's your torque. It's your torque that gets you there. And this has got plenty. And if you went for a ride on this and said, and you didn't know anything about it, but you came back and somebody said to you, how many horsepower do you reckon that is in? So I don't know, 28, 30, 35 maybe. That's the impression it gives. It's just a number. It's got loads of go in it. It's electronically limited to 72, 73 mile an hour. You're never going to hurt it. You can wring it out to death if you want. You'll not hurt one of these. The air and oil cooled. They're really good. So that's that. Running costs. Now that's a big thing, isn't it? Today's cost of day, today's fuel and insurance and all the rest of it. I mean, these are really, really cheap to insure. They're a low insurance category, so that's not a problem. The tax, you pay, I think it's £52. I think it's £52 as of today. But if you go over 500 or over 600, it's 111. It's a massive saving on tax. So I just keep this tax all year round. Just ride it as and when it's dry enough or warm enough or stop raining or whatever your criteria is for riding. I mean, I ride all the time, I don't care. So yeah, the running costs and the fuel consumption is right. It's just not even worth considering. It's just so cheap to run. It really is cheap to run. So that's your running costs and everything. Number 7 is sound. I mean, they do sound just like, well, not just like the 500 bullets, but I'll give it a crank up and you can have a listen to it. Nice sweep of the dials, if you can see them through the dust. The camera won't pick up the sound like you actually hear it. But it's a lovely sound. Everybody loves the sound of a single, don't they? It ticks over slower when it's warmed up. But yeah. It's a very cold day today. That's condensation, that's not smoke. So yeah, there we go, that's the sound. Sounds lovely. You never get bored of that. And well, let's have a look. Comfort. Well, I'm long in the leg. I've got a 34 inside leg. I'm 6'6", or I keep saying. And I can ride this no problem at all. I've done 220 miles in a day and never had a problem with it. Just wish the ride would carry on forever. You know, that's one of them sort of bikes. It really is. You can get a thinner seat if you're a bit short in the leg, so you can flat foot it. But they're not particularly high anyway. So this is on the centre stand, so it looks a whole lot higher. yeah, so comfort I can't find fault with it. I mean, ergonomically it's really good. It's just like the handlebars are the right height, the speedo's in the right place, the switches are nice. You've got these nice roundy switches, Mickey Mouse mirrors, they're lovely. Brakes are really good, really good. So yeah, and that brings me to number 10, a smile a mile. You'll definitely get that. In fact, I've done better than that, because I've had up to 5 smiles a mile with this. It's just a lovely bike to get on with. It just puts a smile on your face every time you ride it. Most of the reviews I've watched, people are doing the review while they're on a road test from a dealer's. You can't get any idea about a bike from a road test of half an hour or whatever. You just can't. You've got to have one for a while, and then you'll find out all about it. And these bikes really do grow on you. They do. It's just a lovely bike to have, lovely bike to look at, lovely bike to ride, and it doesn't cost the earth to run them. So anyway, that's my 10 reasons why you should own one, really. So yeah, okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that and let you cogitate about it all. So I'll catch you on the next video. Ta-da, bye bye.